Here's a short presentation on the power of storytelling. You often go to the movies or watch Netflix, and you're hooked to the screen. You can't wait to find out what happens next. You binge watch a whole season because you need to know what happens next. The questions pull at you, and they pull at you because they are harnessing the power of storytelling. A story is a powerful thing, and I'm not just talking about movies, books, and TV shows. I'm talking about any story in your life. The way you imagine your childhood, your thoughts about some romantic fling, your plans after college, our most basic thoughts are often little stories. You're eating sushi with your friends. Somebody says, "I can't believe Melissa is dropping out of college." That's the beginning of an intriguing story. You might be so obsessed with a story that you find yourself continuously texting. "Are we going out tonight? What's up with Mike?" You're fascinated by the story of going out that evening and Mike's mysterious aura. Each of you has imagined a story in relation to your life. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to move to Spain. I'm going to marry someone I love. I'm going to have a family. Perhaps these stories motivate you to work hard, and you find comfort in these stories when life disappoints you. If you are scientifically inclined, you'll be interested to know that the fundamental difference between the two hemispheres of our brain relates to stories. How does the brain work? It contains billions of nerve cells arranged in patterns that coordinate thought, emotion, behavior, movement, and sensation. How does the brain coordinate this information? With two hemispheres. One hemisphere is for understanding action patterns, and the other hemisphere is for arranging these patterns into stories. So half of our brain literally thinks in stories. We need them. We are only able to think and function properly because of stories. When studying literary devices, such as setting, plot, and characterization, elements that comprise stories, that make stories what they are, we are also studying the way in which the brain coordinates information, the way in which we think. We are studying the fundamental structure of our minds.